I'll take a feat.
We'll take 8 feet.
What are the other two?
That's
5.
a really good
Ellie's
question.
making coffee. I know that Bubble is watching the last episode of the second arc.
I can't believe them. They hate me and want me dead.
I don't know if they should have done that. For D&D.
Oh, no, they said that they'll just be like a slate.
Hey guys,
Hey.
There
Yeah,
we
how'd it
go.
go? How'd
Don't
it
say
go?
it. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
you.
Bubble.
You're right.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, you just you're right.
Well,
in.
I finished the last episode, like 30 seconds ago,
Yeah.
and now I have to go to D&D, which is great. But I'm gonna process after. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Out of my fucking mouth. I'm gonna explode. Anyways, who wants a double dark chocolate Milano cookie?
That
I
sounds
would love
nice.
a double dark chocolate Milano cookie, actually.
What is a double
fuck-
dark chocolate Milano cookie?
You fuck with Milano cookies, Bubble?
I do fuck with them.
They're-
I've never heard them.
It's like shortbread cookies.
It's like
but you got double
shortbread and
dark
chocolate.
chocolate.
They're really good. So guys, how's all of yours days is going?
Good.
It's been better.
I I hope it's better because it's D&D time.
It's D&D time, fucker.
It's D&D. A phenomenal. It's Shasta. Have you seen the video that where it's fucking? It's the. Sorry. There's a video, where it was like a month ago. I had to have seen it, where it
No, I
showed.
know exactly what you're talking about. Kamala Harris, and it's like
Yeah, where it shows Kamala like it's going between Trump, Biden, and Kamala is saying femininomenon, and before they could finish the audio,
they switch over to YouTube to make a reaction, but they keep clicking on shit.
Oh,
You know why I know that video, Dust?
Videos ever.
You know why I know that video, Dust? Because you've shown it to me like twice.
It's so funny. They play the video, but the guy's screen recording it, and then before he finishes the video, he he exits Instagram, goes to YouTube, and then types in with several missed typos SpongeBob stink sound. And then
What the
clicks on
fuck?
the video, and then an ad starts playing.
what the fuck are you talking about?
And then he clicks on the ad, and it takes him to the App Store, and he just downloads the app, and you just have to sit there for an extra 30 seconds while you watch it download on his phone. And
What?
then he goes back to the video and plays the sound. It's so funny.
What are you doing? You're
This is a
You're
fever
insane.
dream. This is
you
a fever
lost
dream.
it. You've lost the fucking plot. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Bubble.
Hey.
Yeah. So, real quick,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever specified what crescent the amulet that I had was. Right?
I don't think you did. Put it in your notes.
In Lunanoran faith, what do the two crescents mean? Because I think one of them means it is something related to the importance of power. Right?
That's not the crescents, but yes, there is
Fuck.
one that's the importance of power.
Damn it.
Let me go ahead and pull up the Final Mage document. One moment.
Whichever one it is, I'll let you. Yeah.
Final Mage. Okay, so the crescents. Let's see. Waxing crescents is the importance of repetition, and the waning crescent is the importance of purpose.
That's the one I was thinking of, but never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, waning crescents.
Here you go.
Yes.
Here you go,
And
Sam.
the waxing gibbous is the importance of power.
I'm scared
Gotcha.
to click on the stream, but I'm
Yeah,
clicking on it anyway.
Just click on it for 2 seconds.
I am not fucking clicking on your goddamn green alien. Okay.
Oh,
not a
you,
great-
oh, you have the video. No,
I
it's
have the video, yeah.
Let me see this then. Okay.
One moment.
Right. That was one
Oh
of the
my
bits.
goodness. Alright.
Alright.
Briefly, while we wait for Ellie, I'm gonna go get a drink and then we're gonna start.
Ellie. Smelly Ellie needs coffee. Bro, I have coffee. Hey guys. Hey, it's me. I'm actually Ellie. Little did you know. Chester, did you know that I was secretly Ellie this entire time?
True.
Sure.
I was there.
Sure.
That shit sucked, by the way.
Yeah, no, I get it. Don't worry.
No, it's alright. I was sad about specifically.
No, I know.
So guys, do you guys know really like any good coping mechanisms?
D&D.
Hey, that's a great idea, actually.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
We should follow
Lack of love.
NQP Dust. NQP
Yeah, Lack
Dust.
of Love over at twitch.tv/NQP Dust is a pretty good coping mechanism for when you watch Arcane Season 2.
Yeah.
Act
Two. Act
Yeah.
2, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I haven't seen any of.
Good luck.
Oh, you should.
Literally any of Season 2 because I am stupid. So eventually I'll get around
You
to it though.
should fix that.
Yeah, because I don't have exams anymore. I've got all the time in the world. I should just watch it. So I can get horribly depressed like my
You
friends.
should fix that. You should fix that, like right
I will
now.
fix that.
Okay,
Right
good.
now? Alright, Dust, I can't play D&D. I have to
Maybe
go watch
not right
Arcane
now.
Season
Maybe
2.
not right now, because that will destroy my coping mechanism.
Okay, well,
But-
never mind then. I'm here.
Afterward.
I'm here, and you can't see it, and you will never see it, even if I turn on my camera because I've blue tacked it. But I have a Blahaj with me. All right, so just
You
give
have
him
a
a hug.
blahaj with you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You get a blahaj
Just give him a
on
hug and
me.
pretend like everything's okay because it is
I don't
okay.
have a
and it will-
blahaj, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, but like I'm like siphoning him through my camera towards you. You know, like
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
yeah,
actually.
I'm like gently guiding him through my screen, and he should be coming out of your screen, unless he's coming out of Dust's screen, in which case that's a little awkward. Maybe he came out of Shasta's. Who knows? Oh,
Hey,
That's just bullying
Hey.
me in DMs.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I am.
What are
hello,
you doing?
Fred Durst.
Where is Ellie? What is this nonsense?
Yeah, where is this
Delegate.
motherfucker? Hang on. Let me join the RP they're in right now.
What?
Oh, they NRP?
Let me see. Okay.
No.
Probably not.
No, they said they were gonna make coffee.
Oh,
I was gonna say, don't lie, Shasta.
me when I lie.
You when you lie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shasta lighter master.
Yeah, they call me liar Lyston.
Hey, no one's ever called him that, okay?
Yeah.
You know what, Shasta, you look like fucking Jim
Five.
Carrey, the way you're a liar, alright? I don't want to hear it.
5.
Oh, not this bit again.
5.
Please,
Five.
please let me be
Five.
free from my mortal chains.
Yeah.
Five!
5.
Those mortal
One.
chains keep you grounded. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
Five.
Hey,
that-
hey, look what
Five.
the cat dragged in. Oh,
Five.
Oh, wait, now we actually have 5. We have to do it again. 5.
oh
Five.
fuck you.
Five.
Okay, 5.
5.
6.
Five.
5.
I'm
Five.
getting so many sixes.
5.
5.
You got a 5.
5. You got 5.
You got a
I
5.
did not get 5.
Oh,
Shasta, why did you send me a link to Farm Rich Valley?
It's
okay.
available. They sent it to me too. Wow, I'm getting 5.
5.
It just took 3 ones in a row.
Yeah, you're getting 5. True.
Okay, freaks.
Who wants to see puppy pictures of a puppy I used to puppy sit?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Put that shit in the ocean.
Of course you do. He's grown up now, but he is a husky border collie mix. His name is
Oh my
Rory.
god! Wait.
He's a menace.
I forgot we have PNG tubers. I love them.
What?
Mhm.
Aaron in chat? Dude, Aaron?
Yeah,
Aaron
Aaron.
underscore TV? Dude.
Hey.
Hi.
So, somebody give me a recap.
I have inspiration, I can't do it.
I also have inspiration.
I hold the mic out to the introverts.
I stare at the introverts. Expectantly. Who wants inspiration, guys?
Let me actually remember what happened last session.
Mm-hmm.
Hold the mic out to Shasta.
So we left Sudal,
Hmm.
gamers. We had a big RP session, really.
Hmm.
We dicked around the house. Mom was scrubbing the floor. Passed out, but in the other room, Kovak was talking to the other guy, the green one, smaller green one, whatever his name is. I don't remember what you were talking about. Go ahead, Sam.
Okay. We were talking about, you know, the whole fact that fucking what's his fuck, the Goliath, you know, was just there, rocked up, and all sorts of sad shit about dead goblin friends that Kovak has. It was great. It was very sad. I actually felt terrible after that conversation. Keep going, Chester. You want that inspiration, don't you? Jingle, jingle.
Jingle.
And then, of course, everybody went to bed, and Amaya had a silly little dream, in which they were a fucking child again, and they were happy and innocent, and nothing had happened to them yet. And I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of crying a little bit.
Yeah, felt that.
So, remembering it's gonna be hard. But basically, the person ended it with saying, "You're not gonna remember this anyway. Don't worry about it." And then Amaya woke up and was completely normal after that. Not fucked up at all. And, well, shit. Then we had, breakfast the next day that Mop didn't make, which wigged her out a lot. And then we got some Mop backstory after that. About the Televine and all that. And then we surmised a plan as to where we're headed next. We're going to Newport. We're going to Newport, and after that we're going to go through the Manor Black area generally. We're going to go up to... we're hopefully going to find some shit out about... What's his name? Nelra. And we're gonna go find him and kill him.
Are we gonna kill him, or are we trying to like reprimand him?
We're not killing him. Shasta's insane.
Well, I mean, Koval's gonna kill him, I think.
No,
Probably.
well, okay. In character, maybe. Out of character, we need all the friends we can get.
Please.
Find it in your heart to forgive.
And so, I'll happily give you an inspiration. You guys are on the road, going about your normal business. Was there anything you wanted to do in the caravan before you arrive at Fort Asmund?
Oh no, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna make good on what Kovak said to Mop. And I'm gonna have Kovak find Amaya.
Ah,
Oh.
Where is Amaya, Ellie?
let's go to caravan.
again.
Amaya. Oh.
Oh, we're all at the table.
Yeah, move around where you need to. Time has passed.
Okay. Where's the cat? Oh, the cat's outside. Actually, Amaya's probably gonna want to be out there. I'll be in here. I'll be in here vibing. I'll cast a look at the books.
Does the cat still have Cassian's sketchbook?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amaya is currently probably just outside with Dakibi. And she's probably like just like, what is this book? What is it? But she also does not want
permission. Give you full permission if you manage to get the cat off of it to look through it, by the way.
See, that is the issue. She needs to get the cat off it.
If you can get the cat off.
Amaya may hate everybody else, but she's tolerable with the cat.
If you want to make an animal handling check, you can. But if it's not something that interests you, don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it for funny. Hold on.
Yeah,
Where's
that
that?
one. I'm sorry, that'd be funny though.
Please don't jinx it.
Yeah, no.
Holy shit!
No.
You lean down, you look over, see that Biscuits is on a sketchbook. You just kind of make little piss noises, wriggle your little index finger out to motion them forward, and they kind of come over, sniff it, fall off, rub against your legs, let you pick them up. They're having a time.
Amaya is going to, she's going to sit Biscuits on her lap, and then she's going to kind of look through the first few pages of Cassian's sketchbook, kind of curious, but like if she sees it as a sketchbook, she's just gonna be like, oh, okay, there's nothing I can gain from this.
I'm trying to figure out if it's like a new sketchbook or not.
That's up to you.
That's literally your book.
Yeah.
Because if it's a new sketchbook, that they got like since, you know, joining the tavern, or the caravan, I can word. I'm sorry, guys, my head's not in it. If it's a new book, it's definitely, like, the first few pages are actually going to be of, what do you call it, some of the party members. Like, just, like, you know, like, headshot sketches, almost, you know, like, bits and pieces that, like, each of the party members, like, had probably been doing. Like environmental type of things like that. Places that the party have seen as they were, you know, like going like through the cities and shit. There's some notes written down, but the handwriting, you can probably read the handwriting. It's probably not the worst thing. I've decided it's a new book.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Probably going through, she's probably mustering, trying to see what Cassian's handwriting is, what they've written about it, but then she's probably like, this guy's handwriting probably... Does it suck?
No. So you can read it. It is legible, but, like, the lines are, like, just, like, kind of shaky, I guess is the best way to put it, but it is legible.
Okay.
You can tell it's Cassian's book because there's no drawings of Cassian, but there's drawings of every single other person in the party and the animals as well. Does Amaya actually look a bit deeper into the book?
Sake of this right now, not really.
Okay.
Maybe
I don't need
later,
to say the
though.
next bit. Okay, yeah, I don't need to say the next bit then.
Sorry,
She's
I'm destroyed.
Yeah.
I'm destroyed. I fucked up the counting. And now I'm stuck battling Matilda. Keeps going down. I'm fucking annoyed. I'm gonna just.
Going down. Okay. You guys
Oh,
roleplay.
that's
Hold
cute.
on, I'll be busy.
Yeah. So, so there's a knock on the door.
Amaya doesn't open it, but she's kind of here. She's kind of just probably go back in here, like from the other side of the door, just like, what is it?
Yeah, Kovacs is gonna sort of like creak the door open. Creak, guys. Anyway,
That bitch dead. Anyway.
yeah, he's dead. And he's gonna
Lack of creek.
just good. And he's gonna sort of just give him a small wave, and he's gonna say, "Are you busy?"
Define busy.
Can we talk?
Well, sure, but I won't be able to move anytime soon. And she's gonna kind of look down, and Biscuits is probably in her lap.
Yeah, absolutely. With a 22? Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
yes, what is it?
Kovacs going to sort of step out. He's gonna kind of just trying to be very nonchalant about it. Though this kind of fucks him around the wrong way. Leaning against the post at the back of the caravan, because I'm assuming it's in motion as well. And he's going to say, for what it's worth, I am sorry for being cagey with you when you were talking about your visions. I wasn't sure what you meant by them. I see now that it's a little bit more of a... And he makes like sort of twinkle-fingered hand gestures, magic sort of thing. I've never pretended to understand magic, so I thought you were just making things up.
She kind of raises her eyebrow a bit, and she's just thinking, Kowak apologizing? Where the fuck did this come from? Did it like mop send him here or what?
So he'll never admit it, but yes.
She kind of just like slow nods and is like, okay. You believe me now, though, yes?
Yes. I mean, it's not entirely out of realm of possibility, because the scribe could do it.
Kind of scoffs at that.
Yeah, and Goek's just kind of blankly look at Amaya for a moment after she scoffs. Just very briefly, just like a okay. And he's going to then follow it up with, don't expect you to accept it, I guess. But even if we have our many differences, Amaya, I can acknowledge when I'm wrong. And not be embarrassed about it.
Here is the thing, Kowak. And this is something that, it's not just you. This is something that I would tell anyone.
Kowak is getting ready for the most rage-inducing thing to come out of Amaya's mouth.
Look. You could apologize all you want for these visions and stuff. Whether you do or do not understand it, that is whatever you want to do. It's not for me to decide. I don't generally forgive them either. And that's not because I think your apology is lacking. But it's because whatever visions I do have is completely beyond my own realms. I don't just lay to sleep at night and then just wake up and suddenly have these visions like I want them. No, God, no. If anything, it's more of a curse than some sort of blessing. And I'm not going to pretend like I understand them either, because I don't. And I'm the one who's had these for as long as I can remember. But when I do get these, I expect people to listen. Just like they would if it was coming from the scribe. We all have something to gain, we all have something to lose here, and ultimately all of us just want to get out of this fucking region. So when I'm telling people of these visions, it's just for our own benefit to get us out of whatever hell we have put ourselves in.
I think Kovac is going to be able to acknowledge the inherent bias in his own actions. Because because he had sort of just taken the scribe at his word, and then the moment it became Amaya doing the same thing, he sort of second-guessed it. It's vaguely the same thing. He thinks, at least. He doesn't know divination. He's not a fucking mage. But he'll acknowledge that inherent bias whilst Amaya's talking, and then sort of hone in on the root cause of where that bias stems from. And I think he's going to have a very deep moment of thought while I ask Ellie, could you please roll me a D100?
God,
Oh.
you're gonna make me have like a fucking vision or something?
No, I can't do that.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh wow.
No, that's one off. Oh, sorry.
Well, here's the thing. It is above the threshold of 50. I know I probably could have gotten you to roll literally any other dice, but I don't care. It's funny. Kovak's then gonna sort of just look at Amaya. Obviously, massive difference. She sat down with the cat in her lap. He's still standing as tall as he is. I'm just gonna sort of raise a brow, and he's going to say, Amaya, you do realize we are out of the Legion on every technicality. You realize that, right?
All but one. The priests, Dasha, the society that has built this chained legion, they still think we're here. The Red Cloaks can cast whatever the hell they want on us, you know. We won't be bound by the enchantment of the speaking stones. I can't remember off the top of my head.
That is what it was, yeah, I think.
They were called like command stones, but command stones are also another thing. Imagine a
Modified sending stone. I think
Yeah,
is
a
what he called
sending
it.
stone that has the spell command built into it.
Yeah. Regardless, they still think we're in this.
You don't think they're going to be a little bit upset when they inevitably find out we're not?
Upset is an understatement, Kovak. This is treason. The moment that we fuck this up, our heads are going to be the one paying the price for it. Regardless of who we are.
That's true. I can't argue with that, but he's going to sort of straighten himself up, take a bit of a deep breath. I'm going to let you sit in silence for a bit while I take my meds.
Oh.
And he's going to very, very pointedly say, typically when it comes to treason, there's a bit of a leniency afforded to people that snitch. I'm just wondering why you haven't yet. You don't have to answer. You don't have to tell me why you haven't. Shit, I might have just given you the idea. In that case, feel free. I don't have anything to lose. But just think about the family that we encountered before you do that. If you do that. And he's gonna let it sit for a few seconds. And then he's gonna leave.
Maya is just gonna go open her mouth to say something. But then she closes it. She doesn't have the time to, unfortunately, say anything back to Kovak.
That's the point.
Yeah, you're good. So she's kind of sat there in silence, and she's gonna think for a bit. Obviously, it's probably gonna not be enough to convince her, but perhaps it was enough to make her think for a moment.
Honestly,
And actually,
that's a win. That's a win, baby. We got him. Well, yeah.
hey, Kovak, roll persuasion.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Good thing I did. That's performance.
Yeah, that would have been in 21.
Or an 18. That 21 or an 18, whichever one you want to use.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fuck. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind when Amaya and Kovak next speak again.
Yippee!
But now she's gonna think. And she's gonna think about the two of them when they've talked about her visions. And then she's gonna think of a particular one that she, I assume, still has been dreaming about.
Oh, yeah.
Then she's gonna go back and she's just gonna be like, "Hey, Biscuits, these people are crazy, aren't they?" Yes. She's gonna call it that.
Oh, that's so fucking adorable. Yeah, okay,
Fuck.
stop playing fucking rock, paper, scissors over there, alright?
That's so distracting.
So sorry.
Alright.
I didn't see any of that.
Wait, hold on.
Was
Uh-oh.
was there anything else any of you wanted to do in the caravan before arriving?
Oh, we've already done it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna change Argyle back into a rat.
Oh yeah. Let me.
I forgot he was an owl.
Is he still on the tracker? He is. Beep.
I had to make a. I said I was gonna make a token. I can't remember who. Oh, it was for biscuits, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, if
Okay.
you want to make one for Biscuits, you can. Okay. So I'll tell you a little secret about Biscuits. He doesn't have, or she, doesn't have a token in Fantasy Grounds. But every single variant of this map, they're in a different spot.
I love that.
Because in the
are we gonna
normal
get
one,
one?
she's in the piano room.
Yeah, are we gonna get one where she's like sat up beside the scribe?
Maybe. I don't know,
That'd be
actually. I'll have to see. But yes, in that case, you all will make your way towards Fort Asmund. The night is ending. It is getting close to dark. The night is ending. The night is starting. It's getting close to dark. When the forest kind of pulls back a little bit and the river bends and winds, you cross a stone bridge, and you feel the caravan stop. You hear some talking outside between the scribe and two strangers. If you look out the window, you see two guards of Fort Asmund. Just conversing. It doesn't seem like anything serious is happening. Just making sure, proper precautions are taken for one reason or another. And eventually the scribe will come back inside and say they are going to do a check on us just to make sure we aren't breaking in and doing rash things. Apparently Sudal has been a bit crazy lately, with priests running amok and various other activities. So they're just making sure that we are who we say we are, being of the Chained Legion. So we will probably have to stay here tonight. This is a good opportunity, in my opinion, to go discuss with some of the locals in Fort Asmund about the possible whereabouts of Nelra. But elsewise, you are free to stay here if you do not wish to stay in the fort tonight.
I'm happy to go out.
Yeah, we can go out and try and talk to some people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. already.
because we are really, really operating in the dark. We're headed to the Talons. We don't know shit. So
Yeah.
anything I think would be helpful at this moment.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, I will be out and about. The caravan is not far from the fort, so if you need me, just yell. I'm sure I'll hear.
Would you like Foylan to stay with you?
He looks at Foylan, who's like peeking his head through the window as he does. And there's a moment where you could tell Govok is incredibly attached to this dog. And he's like, "It is not my steed, nor is it any of our pets. Only if you feel it is necessary, Govok."
I think it would be a good idea. I think he can stay here, yeah. He can stick around with you. It worked out very well for us last time that he did that, so.
Very
Yeah.
well. I suppose we will stay together for another night then.
Foylan, stay with the scribe, keep him company, and we're gonna be fine, I'm sure, but if anything happens, protect him and the caravan.
He does an affirmative boof.
Good one.
Like a little-
Describe as a dog person.
The
Confirm.
little boof.
Have you ever seen the dog scale? The dog
Yes.
scale of like yaps to
Yes.
boofs. The bigger the dog, the
Yes.
just boof.
Yep, and I think Kovak's gonna give him a little head pat and say, "Good boy." But yes, so Foylan will stay there not only because he can tell that the scribe clearly likes the dog, but also because it'd be a little bit weird to take the dog with into Fort Asmund. Maybe just a little. They'd ask questions probably. So
Sure.
we'll just leave him here, and if anything bad happens, there is that telepathic line that
Yeah.
does work both ways, I think. So.
Yeah.
Yippee!
In that case, if you're not going to Fort Asmund, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to take you all on to Fort Asmund.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She has on the Muntilla.
You
Fort
all
Asmund
will
Hotel.
walk a small stone wrought path, making your way through the gates of Fort Asmund. Various guards looking at you, greeting you. Doesn't seem very populated today, but you can very easily make your way in and explore to your heart's content. I will place you down. You can move yourselves where you see fit.
Kiana Tilla.
Yana!
And here
Kiana!
is Argyle as well, if you wanted to bring Argyle with you.
So, am I able to roll a brief history check on what these Grey Initiates might be about?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Alright.
I'll say you've
Oh my God.
just entered here. You can't even tell they're priests from here. They.
Okay,
Cat
well,
art
actually, one very quick thing. Actually, I think
Yeah.
when Kovak enters Fort Asmund, the one thing he's going to do is quickly sort of just like he's going to disguise it as if he's like, you know how you stretch your upper body by like turning it around.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's going to like pretend to do that to crack his back, and he's going to look back at the guards. Are they television?
No. I that's just my guard skin.
No, I know, but you know, it's still something that he would be considering, regardless. He's
No.
like, have they beaten us here?
They
Okay.
don't hold a sigil. They either don't hold a sigil at all, or they don't hold a sigil that you recognize. Fort
Probably good thing.
Asmund is a place that I don't think many of you, except for honestly just Mop, would actually know about.
Leoma.
Which, if you would like to, Mop, you can roll a history check about Fort Asmund.
Sure. We will.
Yeah, and then Kovak does his little stretch the other way around, just so he can keep up the facade. But yeah.
With a 23, Fort Asmund is a place that was built a very, very long time ago, most likely during the war that Massadir was a part of. And it was also built surrounding the events of a mass migration. I think migration is actually the wrong word. The mass evacuation of Dragonborns from Sudal. Who had to escape the sort of places where they had lived and grown up and made their temples, outward off of northern Sudal. And this was one of the buildings that hold strong. And with the 23, you know that the commander of this fort, you've heard of him since you were little, is named Commander Garish.
Wow. That fella over there, and Bob will grab Kovok's little sleeve and pull on it while pointing. That's Commander Garish. He's a very cool guy.
The temptation to say any relation to Boone Garish? No, he wouldn't know him. But
Castle's like gonna tense up seeing this guy approach.
Kovok is going to give a nod and say, "Thank you for the information. Good to know."
And Commander Garish will approach. His steps are heavy. He carries himself very high. And he says, "Aye, evening to you all.
Hello.
I suppose you were just passing on through to Sudal, yes?"
Other direction. We were headed towards, what was it?
Newport.
Was it Newport. That's the one. I'm not a local around here.
All right. It's actually, it's bizarre. I thought I was referring to that, but I realized that there is a city called Sudal. I just have not been there in quite a long while.
Okay. No, I didn't know that the whole region. I didn't know the whole region was called Sudal, but that's good to know. Thank you very much.
You are in Sudal right now.
Good to know.
Well, me and my cohorts will be doing a bit of a background check on you all, though you seem nice enough, given you haven't started blowing up my fort. But in the meantime, you are welcome to the amenities of the fort. You don't have the best, but at least a place to sleep.
Just a wooden mop to say?
Does that happen often? People come in here and blow it up?
No, but we do get attacked by giants every now and again. Bit of a local around here.
That was a little weird during peacetime, you know?
Oh, certainly, yes. We've had a few run-ins lately with a few bizarre individuals. We're on the lookout for a few at the moment, but all is good. Nothing too threatening yet.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Commander. Mop will do a little salute.
He'll kind of like look at Mop, kind of like do like a half-hearted chuckle, and be like, "Thank you."
You want to say something?
We killed a giant the other day. Oh. Yeah.
Was Cassie gonna say something?
Go ahead.
Yes, he was going to say something.
Yeah,
I want to. You were going to say something earlier, and it kind of like got drowned out. Was there?
It was literally just Caster saying thank you.
Oh, okay.
To the commander, that's all.
And Mop said something about killing a giant?
Oh, and then Kovok's gonna sort of just like put a hand out and do like that little Tito's like seesaw motion, say, "Nah, more of a troll than anything. It wasn't really a giant."
It was massive. Mom's gonna hold up her arms.
Mom,
Just to kinda...
and Kovok's gonna smile for the first time since they left Sudal, and is going to say, "Anything would be giant next to you, Mop. Respectfully."
Is that a Thort joke? Are you making fun of how Thort Mop is?
No, not at all.
Cracklefeet like puts her hands on her hips and joins the conversation.
He's flanked on both sides by short people, but he is, you know, he's like, "No, it wasn't a joke. It was more of an observation. I've got 2 eyes, you see," and he points to his eyes.
Oh, Cass just like winces, but they're grinning.
What does that mean?
Commander Garish will, yeah. Go ahead and you may avail yourself to anything here. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, but otherwise, go about your business.
Of course. Thank you very much, Commander.
Thank you.
Of course. You will begin to walk away.
And then Kovok's gonna sort of lean down to Crowtip and say, "I think he likes us."
I think you're I hope you're not delusional, but I think you might be.
Delusional?
Yeah.
Not delusional. I'm Kovok.
Kraggletooth gives him like the most withering glance that she's ever given Kovok before. I thought you were stupid. That's my bad.
She got you there, Kovok.
Kovok's just going to make the most saddest
Cry.
fucking face humanly, like the saddest face humanly possible. He's not gonna cry, but he's gonna look just sad. He's gonna be like, okay then. This is a little bit.
Amaya, Kraggletooth calls Kovok stupid. Amaya's like hiding like a snicker.
Hey,
doing
you're hiding
her best.
you're hiding a snicker? Where? I'm not me when I'm hungry. Where is it? But
God damn it.
no.
We're
Kovok
not
is going
sponsored,
to.
by the way, chat.
No, absolutely not. But no. And then Kovok's gonna sort of look out and around, and do I need to roll a perception?
No, certainly not. If you can see it, you can see it.
Well, guess what, fucker? You know exactly who I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And Kovok's gonna like lethal company point at Kiana.
You all, those who do approach will begin to approach Kiana. You see Kiana wearing her glasses, leaned over a book, while an Earth Myrmidon is beside her. I could actually put the Earth Myrmidon on the NPC sheet. I don't know why I didn't do that.
The one that fucking saved our entire asses at the mansion.
I fear what that session could have gone like if we didn't have Kiana with us.
I mean, I also feel what that session would have gone like if we didn't bring Creek with us. He was the problem. But alas.
You can see her with an Earth Myrmidon beside her as she sort of is reading a book and looking at the Myrmidon every now and again and being like, well, no, see, that doesn't really work because of this. And, like, just, like, talking to the Myrmidon, who clearly is not digesting any of this information at all.
Brother does not have a proficiency in common. And Kovok's just gonna be like, hey. Hope I'm not interrupting.
And when you say hey, she will sort of close her book and be like, oh, and then she'll look up and see it's you and go, oh, Kovok and everyone else. Hello. It's been quite a long while. How are you?
A little worse for wear, but overall I'd say we're kind of okay. Wouldn't you say that, Mop? And he turns to Mop.
We killed a giant.
It was a troll.
It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done we've been through a few things since we last saw you. How have you been?
Oh, I've been just well. Studies have gone great. What's it called? Manny over here has been wonderful, she says, motioning to the Myrmidon. So I mean, yeah, overall it's just been pretty okay. Nothing crazy has been happening.
That's good at the very least.
Kiana.
Yeah.
Look, I summoned my first familiar, and Mop will hold out her hands as a stage for Argyle to stand on.
And Argyle will sort of just make his way up, kind of sniff the air a little bit, and Kiana will push the book down and will literally like get on her knees in the dirt and just like crawl towards Argyle and be like, oh my god, hello! Hi! How are you? Uh-huh. And like Argyle will start squeaking, and then Kiana will be like, yeah? Yeah? Oh, yeah? Hold on, there you are. And she'll look up to you, Mop, and she'll say, that is so wonderful, Mop. This is really amazing. You've made a lot of progress since I last saw you.
Yeah, and I started learning a lot of new spells.
Really?
I don't know if I want to show her the tome. Yeah, look at my tome! And Mop will hold out the tome.
I wouldn't know any better in character, so hey, fuck.
Mop will hold out the tome and just show her.
Give me one moment.
Oh no.
Roll a D100 to see how bad she freaks out.
What is the intelligence score of a wizard? Spoiler, it's probably a +5.
It's very high. Oh.
There you go.
+9.
She'll look at it, she'll kind of like tilt her head and raise an eyebrow and be like, I feel like I've seen something like that before. Where'd you find that?
Well, I found it. Where did I find it? It's in like a cave.
You were fixing a problem in Nice Heat.
That set her off now.
Nice.
The last puzzle piece. It was found in Nicey.
The light bulb.
And she'll like look back to the book and see the initials on the front cover, and her eyes will kind of widen, and she will take a step back, and dust herself off, and she'll say, You've been using that book?
Well, some of the stuff in it. I mostly learned my other spells from other places. There's some books back at our little caravan. I usually read those, but this is my sort of focus right now.
Huh.
Is that a bad thing?
I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's good or bad. There are... You see, like she starts to delve into a much more analytical way in which she speaks. She says, there are many powers in the world that are very great. And a lot of people like to personify them with good or evil, and, well, some of them are. But a lot of them are just power. And this is one of those that many people would consider evil. But I don't think it is. You don't seem different in terms of, like, I don't know how to put this, a worse person since I last saw you. And you've grown quite skilled in magic, and I imagine the book has helped quite a bit, so I can't really bring myself to believe that that thing is corrupting you, really, in any way. It doesn't seem like it has the capability, it just seems like you're using it.
Yeah.
So I was going to sort of just look them up for a moment, and is going to see the most, like, fundamentally pure living thing he's ever interacted with. And then sort of processing Kyoto's words of like, yeah, you don't seem any more evil, and then he's gonna look at the book, which just looks like a normal book to him. He's just gonna be like, huh. No, I promise, Mop's not any different. Should we be worried? Like, really? Or is it like more of a...
The only thing about that book that might, she raises her hands and does air quotes, corrupt a person is the power it can provide, in the same way that any power would corrupt anyone. I mean, Kovac, I think that you're relatively, morally upright.
She doesn't know, chat.
She doesn't know.
But, if I climbed to the top of a mountain and grabbed a sword forged by gods meant to slay the greatest of mages and handed it to you, well, you might go a little crazy, because all of a sudden you would be running around using it.
Well, I don't like everything here in this book. It's a little strange, Some of them have people, the people I cast spells on. They kind of bend to your will, as it were, and I don't think I like that part. It's definitely my least favorite aspect of some of the spells in here.
An enchantment wizard, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's more or less just a thing of I quite like some of the other spells. Just they're very nice ones.
She nods and she says, that's another thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Magic is seen very poorly in some lights. Enchantment is specifically what you're worrying about, but there's also necromancy, chronomancy, some that I won't talk about because I might get in trouble.
Oh, wait, what kind of magic is she talking about?
Realitas.
I know which one she's talking about, but which one is Mop gleaming from that?
Make an Arcana or History check, Mop.
Arcana. Ooh, let's do Arcana. That's my proficient.
Hey.
Magic is something that has come inherently to you over your life, so only recently have you actually had to delve into learning it yourself. But in your studies, there are probably a very, very few and very unexplained instances of types of magic that you have zero knowledge of, but you know the names. You've heard of Adomic, which is strange. Greymere is another one that is just relatively unheard of nowadays.
It's so unfamiliar, it might as well just be abstract.
Yeah, but specifically in your book, in your tome, Massadir's tome, you do see some things about Realitas. And she will say, but once again, I don't necessarily think magic is good or evil. It all depends on the person casting it. I mean, conjuration, for example, she says, motioning over to Manny. I have summoned this Myrmidon to help me with my daily activities and to make sure that I don't walk into the woods and die. But a mage could easily summon something like this and use it to tear a town down and eventually cities. I mean, a strong enough mage, if they delve deep enough, could get powerful enough they can conduct a ritual to make an entire city disappear with a snap of their fingers. And the same goes with stuff like necromancy. I mean, if a friend of yours dies and you have the ability to bring them back in a way that is not, undead zombie stuff, that's still necromancy. But it's not bad. You're helping someone. Same with enchantment. Is it good to bend someone's will? No, not necessarily. But if someone is hurting your friends, I think it's fair to use all the resources available to try and stop them. I guess that's kind of the choice. Do you want to be a protector, or do you want to be a tyrant?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I've always kind of wondered what kind of magic you do, Kiana. Yes, it is conjuration.
Yeah.
Stuff with planes too, I think. Like you mentioned, like planar studies or something.
Oh yes, I quite love the planes.
I know nothing about magic, so I'm just repeating words. But no, I did like your sort of explanation earlier. It reminds me, someone that I considered my father. I still do. I just haven't seen him in a while. He'd say the same thing about the pitchfork. You can use it for the wrong reasons, or you can use it to help, move the hay that you will then use to feed families. It's all about what you want to do with something.
Or cow shit.
Or that. Or cow shit, yes. But, yeah, no, I think that's a very good analogy. And in that case, if this is a thing of great power, and he sort of nods to the book, I feel very comfortable with Mop having it of all people, and not literally anyone else, because...
I'm sorry for having sworn. I'm really sorry. I thought it would be funny.
It was hilarious. And then Mop's gonna lean into Kiana and say, I think if there's anyone in the world that will use magic for real good, it's going to be Mop. Don't tell them I said that.
She'll lean over and she'll say, I agree.
Yes!
I will be right back.
Soap in my mouth. I'll have to put a bar of soap in my mouth. Somebody help me find a bar of soap.
No, you won't have to do that. You will not have to do that. Okay?
I said a bad word, Koval.
Mop, I have said... Oh, Mop. You've only known me for how long now? Like less than a month or so?
Yes.
I have said some things that if they were ever repeated to me when I was sober, which they were, I would die on the inside a little bit, and I have. So,
My mom will raise me better than this.
Mop, I don't think that your mother, I don't think your mother would mind. It's look. Oh no, Mop. And then Coma's gonna drop to the one knee and sort of just put his hands on Mop's shoulders, reassuringly, you know, like giving them a little rub, a little pat, and just say, "Mop, don't worry about it, okay? If it makes you feel any better, none of us are gonna tell your mother, and even if we did, I have a gut feeling that she wouldn't really mind. Okay? Okay. Don't worry about it, okay? It's okay. You're okay. You don't have to...
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Do I? Okay, no, I don't have calm emotions as one of my my paladin spells. Fuck, but
Well,
Cracking me up.
no, please take a breath, okay? Breathe. Repeat after me, and he's gonna take a nice deep
I'm just gonna
breath
throw
in.
up.
Oh, not on Kovak? Or
No, just on the ground. Just a little bit of
Oh.
like.
I love how like
Shit.
Cassie and Craggletooth and Amaya are just watching this from like 40 feet away.
Kovak's
doesn't
just
know who they're talking to.
Kovak's just gonna shift out of the way of the vomit, just feel like, oh, Mop. It's
I'm sorry. I'll go get a mop.
no, it's okay.
Go get a broom.
No, okay. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's on the ground outside. It'll become part of the what's it called? The ecosystem. That's what it's called. I don't know. Druids are very confusing sometimes. They say words and I'm like, yes, I understand what you mean, and I don't understand what you mean.
What do you think these guys are talking about? Cass is just gonna like look to Crackle to
Nah.
It's like Mop just threw up. Is Mop okay?
Little Mop.
I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Do you think they're sick or something? Am I gonna throw up? Do you think it's
No.
contagious?
It's
I hope it's not. I don't
Okay,
even think I
go,
can
where is
throw
it?
up.
Craggletooth, that's not contagious.
How do you know?
It's because are you throwing up right now?
Well, no, but that's not how sicknesses work most of the time, unless you're sick at like the same time. I know. I've gotten sick before, Maya. I know how things work.
I don't doubt that you do, but I don't think stuff such as vomiting is contagious.
Well, that's why the vomit is a symptom of the sickness, and so I was asking, do you think she's sick? And if so, do you think kobold sickness can spread to goblins?
I love
That's
Amaya. She
my
doesn't
word.
I love Amaya. She doesn't know what gastro is.
Craggletooth, that's not how that works. There's other types of sickness out there that isn't just contagious.
I
From the
think
looks-
we are speaking the same language, but I think you're completely misunderstanding my point right now.
Crackle tooth.
Yes, Cassan.
From how Mop was well, they're actually they're gonna look over and like squint. I think Mop was freaked out about something. They're gonna like squint a wee bit harder. They're leaning forward a wee bit.
So, Cassan, thanks for volunteering to go ask what was going on, and Crackletooth gives them a push.
Oh,
We'll wait
fuck,
here.
I opened up my character shit. They're just like they like open their hands. They just for like a gesture towards like Crackletooth, but they do have like a smile as they just start making their way over.
Crackletooth waves them off. I'm so smooth with Maya. Do you see how smooth that was?
Sending a lamb to slaughter.
Yeah, kinda.
Give me a second. I don't know what that was so funny. The way Amaya said it was so fucking evil.
This is the
It's
sense
like
of all
rubbing,
time, Kat.
like rubbing her hands together, like, yes, sending the lamb to the slaughter. Won't have
Hang
to
on,
deal
let
with
me-
those fucks anymore.
I have
I mean,
a, I
I
have
saw
a,
them
I have a
like one.
gif. This was a Maya just then.
GIF. Yeah.
All right, I am back.
Anyway.
Hey, no worries. We've just been we've just been shitposting a little bit.
Okay.
Kaz is
and I'll head-
they're gonna approach and they're just gonna be like, they're gonna wave to Kiana because they, like, now that they're close up and, you know, because they have terrible eyesight, which I'm gonna be playing into that bit when I remember. She's still fuzzy from where she's standing for them, but they can make out enough, and they like wave to her with the smile, and then they look to Mop and Kovac and go, "Why did Mop throw up? Are you okay, Mop?"
Panic. They're panicking. They said shit, and then they were very, very
Bad
upset.
word.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell
Oh.
them that it's okay and that
Okay.
I've said worse, but you know, I'm
Kaz-
still alive.
Kaz
I
goes
cursed
over and
before.
just like kneels down and like pats Mop's shoulder to try and comfort them.
You think it's
You
gonna
okay?
spread the caffeine?
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
Kragatude's
God.
convinced it's a sickness.
That's so funny.
Struggle Dude is convinced Mop has plague or something.
Yeah,
Desperate.
the ick.
Are you okay, Mop? You alright, bud?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, good.
Anyways, back to the topic at hand. What were we talking about?
Purpose and things, using things for right reasons. But no, I was actually just about to ask Kiana, the lodgings. Do you know what they are? There's like a couple buildings around here. I don't know which one to go to though.
Right over there.
That one? Okay. Thank you very much. I think I might go in there and see what we can you know, settle down with. But before that, a bit of a strange question. Does the name Nelra ring any bells to you?
She ponders on it for a moment. She says, "No, unfortunately not. I don't think I've heard of a Nelra before. Why do you ask?"
Okay. It's part of the job. We're meant to look for someone named Nelra, and we've sort of been
On a wild goose
chasing
chase.
loose leads, and it hasn't really come up with anything. So we're kind of just not literally, but stabbing in dark. You know.
Do
You learn
That's
a
okay.
headstock.
Do you know anything
Yes.
about him that might be able to, descriptors, I suppose?
I don't know any physical descriptor. No. Don't think any of us do we?
Would Cass? Or was Amaya like the only one that straight up like,
Maya would
saw
be the only
him?
one that has, even a fragment of a thought, but even then, that's like,
Blurry.
yeah.
Mm.
And so it's like, I
It
don't
was
think
quick.
any of us.
And he had a HUD on too, so.
Interesting. Okay. There have been a couple people in the past 2 days or so. I've been here for about half a week. There's been a couple people bouncing back and forth. I know that there was. There was a couple people that came by looking for somebody as well. I think they might be still here if you wanted to try and talk to them.
Would be worth doing. Do you know what the people look like that we're looking for?
Conveniently, actually, I think it's them right over there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
How about on a have a look? Can he make out anything about them grey initiates?
Make a perception check.
What? Huh.
With a 5, they seem religious.
Okay, good to know. We might talk to them. Maybe it's a little bit. I don't know. If we're looking for the same person, they might be a little bit upset if we're looking for them as well.
You want me to go over and try and talk to them?
If you want to.
I mean, I don't mind. I can go talk to them.
Sure. I can come with you.
His mom, he's got I fucking love misgendering my own character. They're gonna like as they're like taking a step, they look back to Mop and then they look to Kovac and they just go, "Is Mop gonna be okay?"
Mop will be fine. They're calming down now. I think the
Good.
the moving of the hay bale.
Yeah.
I think it helps them sort of relax. It's like it's like mitigation. No worries. We can leave them with Kiana.
Yeah.
They get along very well.
They're gonna like wave to Kiana with a smile and just say, "It was nice meeting you again."
Yes,
Thank you
good
for
to
the
see you.
help."
Oh, yes, of course. It was good seeing you too. And Manny will give a thumbs up.
Kaz gives a thumbs up back.
Kovac gives a thumbs up back, and he's gonna say,
Yeah.
very, very good to see you, Kiana. You do still have that favor, apparently, for helping us.
Oh,
I thought it was money, but I think you mentioned the favor. I don't know. You still have that.
Oh, I'll keep
Don't let
that
me
in mind.
forget. Don't let me forget.
I
Obviously,
won't.
we're just... I'm not gonna do anything, terrible, but I also don't think you're going to make us, so...
Of course not. No, I'm actually evil.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was hiding it the whole
and then
time.
Kovac's gonna
I never
put
saw that
his,
coming, did you, Kovac?
Kovac's gonna put his hand out as if he's like whispering, but he's gonna speak in his normal speaking tone. He's gonna be like, "That's crazy. I never would have guessed."
Yeah, I
I
know.
know, right?
Yeah,
What a twist.
Yeah, Manny, aren't we evil? Manny gives a thumbs down.
And then Kovac gives a thumbs up to Maddie. He's got that idea. Yeah. But no, we're gonna go have that conversation. Thank you very much, Kiana.
Oh,
Thank you.
Alright.
And while you make your way over there, what are you two doing down here?
Craggletooth's making snarky comments, based off of what he can't hear, but based off of their like body language. And then as they start moving, she's gonna go to join them.
Okay. So you could tell that these two guards are like, like lightly talking to each other, but also just being very quiet and slightly annoyed at your presence. But they're just like,
Aw.
okay.
Come on,
we
I'm
moved.
funny.
You're
Oh, we
welcome.
moved. Where have we gone?
Oh, we've gone to go talk to these two gray initiates. If you want to come along, you obviously can, but...
Okay.
And as you walk up, they seem to be talking with each other. You catch the very tail end of a conversation where they say, "Do you think Sarah is anywhere near..." No. I think she said she was heading to the duchy. And they'll turn around and see you and go, hello? Can we help you?
Hi. We're looking for someone. We were pointed towards, your direction. You might know something. Hope we're not bothering you or anything.
They kind of both look at each other and they say, "I don't entirely know what you're talking about. I certainly wouldn't give away any information like that so willingly. What are you asking for?"
The castle looks to Mop. Do you want to tell him, Mop, or?
So we're enslaved.
They both blink.
We work with the Unchained Legion, unfortunately.
Chained Legion.
The very chained Legion. And we're looking for a criminal named Nell.
Yes,
We'll
and
do it.
Nelra, and we were wondering if you had anything to help us with. Understandable if you don't, or if you wouldn't want to share, that's also okay.
They're very bad at insight. Nelra. Okay, well, you're not looking who... Okay, I apologize for the hostility. I thought you were looking for someone else.
It's okay, no worries.
That's grand.
No.
Would you like us to look for somebody else?
No, surely not.
Okay.
Nelra. I kind of look at each other. Do you know Nelra? And this one's like, no, but we did. We did have a run-in with someone recently. They were here similar to us, got in a little bit of a confrontation. I don't know what's wrong with them. They seem to be a little apprehensive to those of the cloth. But they've long since left.
I don't know whether to have cast question about the cloth or not.
As in religion.
Okay.
The term of the cloth just means religious.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I think Kovak is gonna ask about that still, and he's gonna be like, how so? Of like your I'm not sure what your religion is. I don't want to presume or anything.
It's fine. But yes. They completely dodged the question. Like, there's no insight check required. They absolutely just do not answer.
Oh, 420. But
420, of course.
Is Nelro... Kovak, is Nelro fire?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you seen any fire fellas around here?
Pretty far away from Dacia, I understand, but, you know, could be pointed.
This one over here will think, and for a moment, this one doesn't seem to come up with anything, but this one says, no one really ever calls themselves Phi, but he did look the part. All shady.
Profiling.
Cloaked up. Yeah, I mean, he certainly looked like a criminal. He was very bad at hiding it.
Did you hear anything about where he might be headed, or?
I know he was rather upset with us. He was trying. I have a feeling he wanted to know. He was trying to get somewhere, but when he found out that we were particularly religious, he did not want to talk with us.
Oh.
Seemed very aggressive, actually.
Kovak's sort of thinking to himself. Yeah, Kovak's sort of thinking to himself. He doesn't remember any mentions of Nelra and like agnosticism or any kind of religious belief, and so he's like, could maybe not be the same guy. Who knows? Could just be someone that's cagey. But he's gonna just sort of shrug a little and say, okay, well, no worries then. Thank you for your help.
Was it, sorry, did he come through here, like, to leave, or did he come through here to, like, get past here, like inside, I guess, would be the best way to go? Was he heading
towards the city of Sudal or the other way?
Oh,
yeah.
He went east. He went that way.
So towards Newport, right, Dust?
Yes.
Okay.
Right,
Good to
thank
know.
you.
But
Yes,
he only
thank you.
left, like a day ago. Not even.
Oh,
It hasn't
okay.
even been a full day.
Well, need horses.
You
We
have
ride it
horses.
We ran it down.
And like I was going to say, does Mob actually say that? Or?
No, I'm fucking around.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I think I was gonna sort of just like, give a little nod to the Grey Initiates and what's this fucking guy doing?
You could see he's just kind of hanging out, twiddling his thumbs, perhaps tuning a lute. And you could see he's been like looking at you every now and again while you're talking. He's very clearly eavesdropping. And once you like make eye contact with him, he will pick himself up and say, "Hello there. Yes, I apologize for listening in. I couldn't help but notice that you were speaking on someone who was recently here. You wanted to know where he went."
Vaguely, I mean, we haven't been given very much in our task, but we are meant to look for someone, and so we're kind of just casting a wide net, seeing what fish we might be able to catch.
He's full of shit, Kovak. fucking inside him. This could be a trick situation.
Oh right,
Actually-
no, this is also Shasta's subconscious thing because this is the same stat block used for the changeling that tried to assassinate Mop.
Can we roll insight? Can we roll insight?
okay, but it is a good thing. He did mention that he was like sort of eavesdropping. Are we able to like just get a general vibe of him from inside?
Just roll insight, yeah.
Yarr. I saw that 20.
Oh baby, 30
You
20,
are.
let's get it.
Nice. 9, hard to say. Cassian, you haven't really been around many people like this in your life.
I'm late.
But Craggletooth and Kovok, this man is telling the truth. He does seem to have some information. He doesn't seem to be shady in the sense that, like, oh, he's going to use information against you, or he hates you, or he's trying to kill you. However, this doesn't seem like he is coming to you out of the goodness of his heart.
It's always fucking transactions with you fucking people. No,
he is.
Transaction
He
completed.
has noticed that you want something that he has, and he is using the opportunity.
Okay, well, with that in mind, Shasta, how much of Mop's... how much money did we get from those gold piles, is the first
Kill him.
question.
Kill
I
him.
mean, don't give him money.
A lot of.
I
I
Yeah,
have
okay.
Don't give him money
Just,
left.
okay,
Like,
just hang on. Just hold on. I need to do some math, because I'm terrible at bookkeeping. Dust, how much money did we each get from the
250.
gold pile?
250. Yeah.
250.
250. Okay, so basically all of the money I have on me is... actually, how much did you give your mother, Mop? And did she take it?
100 gold.
And she took it?
Now,
Okay, so I have 150 of Mop's, and... Wait, no.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, okay.
I do say to the chat, to the group at large, we offer like a gold up front, like 1. We do
I mean-
not let this man know how much we have, because if he
No.
knows
Yeah.
how much we have, he will rob us for not rob us, but like he will bleed us dry for everything that's worth, because he knows we have it. Right now,
And,
I would
How would-
argue we're pretty scrungly looking,
and
right?
also, this
Yeah.
is just us presuming that he's going to ask for money, so...
Okay,
Yeah.
but real quick, what if he just asks us for something else, kind of like an errand that we
Exactly.
need to run? So
That's what I'm thinking.
we ask him what he wants. We don't tell him that we have money. We'll just see if
No,
he
of course.
wants money straight off the bat.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I mean, I think that's kind of what Kovok with a Insider 20 is kind of like. He's very aware that this guy is coming at it from a transactional point of view. It's not like he's inherently trying to be helpful, just out of the kindness of his heart. And he's just like, yeah, I mean, if you have any information, we'd love to hear it, of course, if you're willing to give it to us, that is. Of course, I'm not going
Yeah.
to force you to do anything.
Of
DM,
course.
for the sake of silly Goofy.
Yeah.
It's not the same guy who tried to assassinate me that one time.
No,
right?
certainly not.
Just making sure.
You are
Um,
paranoid.
Oh, bud.
And he's going to say, no, of course not. Though, I will be honest, I am in Fort Asmund for a reason. Kind of down on my luck these days. I would love a bit of help in exchange for this.
How might we be able to help? I'm not agreeing to anything, but I'd like to hear if there is a way that we can help.
There's a few. I mean, money's always nice, but if you have anything special in mind, I'm willing to hear it.
Right, it's more of like a financial sort of a problem.
Kind of an everything problem. Sudal is not the best place to be. Well, at least that's how I view it. Many of the locals would disagree with me, but not a lot of opportunities here. Unless you're a criminal, in which case you have plenty of opportunities.
And Kovak's just gonna...
A side-eyes
Kinda-
Kovak.
It's just, yeah, kind of side-eye Cassian, and then he's gonna be like, I mean, if I have a look here, and he's gonna sort of like have a look around his backpack. What do we think, chat? 50? 50 gold?
I say start with 25.
Alright,
25.
then.
Mhm.
And Kovak's going to sort of like, it's sort of out of the general view, but he's going to sort of stick his hand in and into the coin purse in his backpack and sort of rustle around until he can grab about 25 coins. He's going to count them with his like thumb as he like slides them into the palm of his hand, and then bring out the handful of gold and hold it out to the bot and say, "Will this help?"
Make a persuasion check.
That's
Plus
just
7, don't
watching
fail.
him.
Yeah, it was plus 7, don't fail me now. You failed me now.
12. Kinda, he looks at it. Now make a
Did I have him?
deception check.
You're deceiving? Why would I even
You're
do
not
that?
doing it on purpose.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Alright.
It is mainly just the withholding of information, right? You weren't
Are you
telling
sure?
him that you only have 25, but you're not telling him that you have 350.
Of course.
So
He's gonna sort of vibe that I can ask for more.
yeah, he's like, that is very generous of you, but how does 50 sound? It's just a little bit more.
Haggle. Don't give him 50 and Frank.
Okay.
Sorry.
But here.
Please, sir. Please help us. Mop will look up with her big ol' eyes. Please, sir.
Okay, hold on. Real table discussion.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to give him 50. We have
I don't
25
care.
extra.
No.
Okay, Sam. I appreciate your input on this matter. I respect you very, very deeply. But
Do you?
It is the principle of the thing. No.
What if we I'm so sorry, right? What if we get him to tell us what he knows, and if it's good enough, we give him money based on it?
See that's a good idea. What you can do is you can be like, this is the base, and maybe I'll give you a couple extra. You don't go above 40 for this dude.
Listen.
You do not go above 40 for this dude.
Listen.
Absolutely not 50.
Oh, what's up, Jester?
Listen, right? We throw everything we have in the way of persuasion at him, and then we give him the money he wants.
Okay, well here's the thing, right? I can have Kovok up the amount to 40, and we try.
No. You up it to 30, and then he'll counter, and he'll go down from 50. And this is how you haggle. I'm surrounded by people who don't know how to haggle.
Okay, as someone that has watched Bubble haggle for me before and did an insanely good job at it, would Craggletooth know how to haggle? Because I'm more
Kovok
than
knows how to
okay to let
haggle.
Craggletooth.
Kovok knows how to haggle. He's just not interested in doing it right now.
No, but the money...
I wanna try it one more time. I'm proficient in persuasion,
Okay.
and I was gonna help Kovok, but
roll a persuasion check, Mop.
all right.
Come on, Mop.
Oh, fucking shit.
Pretty please.
Oh.
Yep.
God.
He'll kind of just slowly turn his head towards Mop. Slowly turn back to you, Kovok, with his hands still open.
Okay, I have a really, really ass potion of healing.
I use my fucking.
No.
I use it.
Do not cast spells. Do not cast spells. I have a really shit potion of healing. I picked it on purpose, right? It's a potion of healing flat, right? Realistically, we don't really need that because we have a paladin and a cleric with those fucking gauntlets, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I give him the potion?
What if you just give him 5 more gold?
I could
What if
use
I-
my
what if I
fucking
die? What if I
inspiration.
die? Right
Samantha.
Oh my god.
I used my inspiration. I used it.
I
for
did
a
use mine.
fucking reason. Okay.
Fuck this.
And then, alright. Come on.
Alright, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, then do it.
Okay.
Oh god.
No. Oh no.
Well, I guess I have to kill myself.
No. But, okay, and then Kovak's going to... Fuck you, it's my money. He's gonna double it.
I'll let you
He's
hold
just
my
saying-
rat.
I can probably do double. And he's gonna flit out another
Craggletooth's jaw is on the floor.
vague 25, and is going to pull that 50
Mm-hmm.
to the bard.
And he will hold out his palm, and as you drop it in his palm, he'll say, "Thank you very, very much." And I want all of you to roll a perception check for me very quick.
Horsey.
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 Horsey. Bollocks.
Okay, Mop, you're the only one that notices this. He puts the gold in a bag, and when he opens the bag, you can see that there is already gold in that bag.
Oh, sick.
What are you?
And he says, "Now, okay, what exactly did you want to know?"
You
What
want to
do
know if you've... Sorry.
What do you mean? You overheard our conversation.
I mean, yeah, but this is a I want to. You paid me. I want to make sure I give you guys the proper information.
We're looking for a guy called Nelra.
Yeah, seen him around.
Oh.
By name?
Well, no, he didn't. He didn't use his name, but I mean,
Then how'd you know it was the guy we were looking for?
because I heard you describe him earlier.
But you
Oh.
said but you.
And Kovacs is gonna hold up a hand, and just say, "I appreciate it. Did he mention which way was headed rather than east as a vague sort of a descriptor?"
Better than that, he wanted directions from me specifically.
Oh.
Told me he wanted to find a port, wanted to get on a boat and make his way over to Vimor, or he specifically wanted to head north, didn't specify where, but definitely farther north than Sudal. So I told him that the 2 ports he's going to find around here are Newport and Girid.
So he's
Did
gone
he-
to one of those.
Did he make any indication on which one they want to go to, or?
Girid is significantly closer, so if I had to bet, he probably went there.
Hmm.
And I mean, yeah, it's smaller town, isn't it? It's like kind of like, comparative to Newport. It's like kind of little, right?
Oh, it kind of is an understatement. It is one of the smallest places I've ever been. It's actually just recovering from a bit of a famine they had recently, though they seem to be doing pretty well right now. Their tavern keeper went
Oh.
missing, though.
Okay,
shit.
I see. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much. And
Of course.
for whatever it is worth, I hope that your luck turns around and that it starts to get better for you.
Oh, believe me, it has.
And Kovac is none the fucking wiser as he
Yeah.
sort of just turns back to the party and it's just like, there we go.
I
think
wish
we meant to
Mop
be headed
could.
together.
I wish Mop could look up at him and say, "I don't like you."
Mop,
don't
can
like-
you roll an insight check for me, Mop?
Yeah, for sure.
Did Mop like say this like openly?
No, I didn't say that. I wish I could. Oh,
Also,
you
that's
bitch!
17.
I'm gonna use. Oh, I already used it.
Yeah.
Can I do it again?
No, surely not. I mean, I guess Argyle can give you the help action.
That is
Oh,
true.
okay. Argyle. Yeah, Argyle. Help me.
Yeah.
Hey,
God.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
When he puts the gold in his bag and you see the gold in there, it seems new. Like this bag seems very different from like everything else he has, a bit out of place. As if somebody had given him this bag recently. You clock a few things right one after another. He wanted money from you, not just because he knew he could get money from you, but probably because Nelra paid him not to tell anyone.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like Girid is the place we're going to. You said it was Girid, right?
Yes, Garrett.
Hey.
He says counting is 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
Let's find out. Hang on.
Hey, Crackletooth.
Yeah.
He didn't have that much money before, did he?
Well,
So,
I've been.
does.
Just straight
Yeah.
50 gold. Okay, just go ahead and give him. I'm trying to haggle or anything. It's just-
was he telling the truth about where Nelra is?
Yes. When
Okay.
when I basically like to lay it out for Mop, describe it a bit better, is a few days ago Nelra was here, asked this man for directions, he gave him directions, and then Nelra paid him 50 gold not to tell anyone.
Oh, so he double-crossed him.
And,
And
so
then-
now he's double-crossed him.
And then he saw an opportunity to get more gold. By, you know, telling you guys. You think that he genuinely doesn't know where he went, but knows that the best bets are Girid and Newport, and Girid is just closer.
I think
Cargo
I
is
have any-
looking at this man, and she's gonna kind of sigh and kind of walk up and like say in a lower voice and just go, "I respect the con. You probably could have asked for more from that dude, honestly." And I'm just
Kovak-
realizing this now.
Kovak looks very, very proudly at Mop. He feels like he's done great work.
Crackletooth looks like she's realizing the people that she's in a party with and how they have no sense of
Hey.
haggling.
Hey, he can haggle. He's just also a fucking sucker for anyone that says, and realistically, he believes to be in a bad spot. All right?
I just
Profiteering off of someone's kindness is not the fault of the kindness giver, it is the fault of the profiteer.
thank you very much for your help there, friend. What's your name?
Fuck.
Yeah, Dust. Pull it from your list.
Go on, Dust.
Pull it from my list. My list.
His
of
name is
names.
Mark.
His name is Mark.
Mm.
His name is Tyler Elbardo. His name, of course. He will sort of put all of his gold back in his pouch and hoist it on his side, and sling his loot over his shoulder. And he will say, "I am Lintel." Nope, wrong. There we are, Lintel. Wonderful to meet all of you.
Well, that's very nice to meet you, Lintel.
Yes.
Got any flowers left in my pocket? You think?
Sure, you have a flower.
I'll motion for him to come close and to bend down. You know.
He will.
And I'll put a little flower on his head. I guess where the hair is supposed to be.
Cool. Make a. Okay, wait. First, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. This is difficult for me.
Ellie
You
died.
got above a 10. You are able to slot the flower in between one of the scales on his head. And then I want you to make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Ellie, are you dead?
I think Ellie is dead.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh.
That's a 10. He
No.
it's in there and he feels it and he goes, "Why, thank you, little one."
My name's Mop. Just for future reference. Okay. Thank you, new friend.
Of course. Hello, Mom.
Oh, and this is our guy.
Oh,
We'll
hi.
hold up the rat. Put it back in a coat.
How did Ellie die?
A blue
internet-
screen,
Thanks,
probably,
Wi-Fi issue.
or a blue screen.
Mm. Oh yeah, because they got malware
Nice.
on their computer again.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Oh, bitch ass priest is typing. Okay.
Mhm.
Comp crashed. Yeah, they're there. Okay. All right. You will go back to sitting over here.
Crackletooth's gonna kind of look at Kovak being very proud of himself, and just sigh and rejoin the group.
Well, I think that was... Look at that, that's two good things. Helping someone and getting what we need. So... Fuck,
He
we're
was-
already doing so much better than Sudal. Holy shit.
He was straight up scamming you. You realize this.
Coke's just gonna look at Craggletooth. What?
He. Yeah, he. Like, we got the information, which is great. But you could have, gone up to 30 and we probably would have gotten the same amount of information. He's over there counting his gold.
Yeah, it seemed like he had more than what he said he did.
You
He
hear?
did.
Kovak's maybe a little embarrassed about it. But he's still gonna say,
Ellie.
well, I apologize that my very first thought when I thought someone was in need wasn't to immediately haggle with them. And yes, fool me once, shame on me.
Kovak, he approached us saying, yeah, I guess I could give you some information. How that to me does not inspire sympathy or concern. That to me inspires, yeah, I'm looking for your money.
guess it's kind of the equivalent of a...
Oh, he goes
Oh.
to bed.
Oh, he's...
He's
oh,
just
okay,
he's just
okay.
gonna leave.
Oh,
Should we let him go, or should we apologize? Or Gaslight looks really, like, bad.
Kriggletooth.
What's going on?
Kriggletooth stands by her words.
What did Crackletooth say?
Just
But-
told, yeah. Told
What?
Kovac that he was, being scammed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he's embarrassed now, and he just
Pretty-
walked away.
oh. I can... Wow. Yep.
Should
How are
we-
you doing?
Sorry, you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're so
Listen,
fine, you go.
Sam here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What happened? You say you got scammed?
Yes.
I don't think so. No, you didn't get scammed at all, actually. Funnily enough, he's just here to make a profit. And-
That's what the scam is. No.
Well, you see, you didn't get scammed as much as Nelra did.
What do you mean?
Mop will lean up, so she's gonna tell him a secret.
And Kovac's gonna like crash down.
He's double-crossed him. You see the money in his... There's money in his little pouch already. It's
And
brand
he's,
new.
yeah, and the cogs are sort of gonna turn for a little, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh, so he
Never
already
Never paid him to keep his mouth
not."
shut.
And then he flipped on Nelra when I gave him money.
Yes. Exactly.
And the very sort of like embarrassed, kind of a little bit pissed off look that he wore kind of just, it gives way to maybe a small bit of a smile. Say, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad then. Okay. Are you sure about that, by the way? Like, are you positive? You're not just saying that to make me feel better.
Of course. I could see it in his eyes and the way he was speaking to us.
You are very honest. You wouldn't lie to me. That is, yeah, okay.
It's very dishonest to lie. I think it's the point, actually.
And you're very, very honest. Yes, okay. In any case, I'm gonna, like, settle in. I don't really know what any of you are going to do, but I feel like we've got what we need. I'm going to go and get some rest to make sure that we actually have beds we can sleep on and that we're not going to have to pick the floor.
I
Thank you,
think we
Mom.
should just run back to the caravan and you know, make a run for it.
We
Yeah,
can't.
we could
We really shouldn't. We really shouldn't. We should wait the night.
the scribe doesn't sleep, and neither does Cassian.
But they do, and he points to, he motions vaguely towards Garish, and say they are currently just making sure that they can check that we are who we say we are. The last thing that we're gonna want to do is then run away.
They're holding us here. Okay. I
It's-
didn't know we had to stay here for the night.
It's one night. It shouldn't be too bad. We can leave as early as possible. I can, make sure that we get very expedient. I wouldn't worry too much. It's natural to want to run, but if we do that now, it would be more trouble down the line. We've already sort of had a bit of a run with Sudal, so we don't want to make things worse. I don't want to make things worse.
Okay. I understand that.
Mhm.
Where are you going, by the way?
There's lodgings in here. It's like, yes, it's where I'm assuming they're gonna expect us to rest. So,
Okay.
yes.
Yep. You walk in, see various beds with chests, couple bunk beds here and there. Seems very basic. There are a few people already sleeping. But no, it's just very basic lodging. There's a small kitchen in here as well.
Kovak's gonna find a place that's kind of like out of the way and just sort of take the bottom bunk, because if he takes the top one, he's liable to crash through it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's gonna settle in for the night.
Absolutely.
Yippee!
Do any of you want to do anything else before you go to bed? Okay.
Oh, hi, Kiana. I just wanted to give you a flower. And give Kiana a flower.
Oh, thank you.
Start putting it in her hair. We'll
She'll
climb
put
up to put it in her hair. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll lean down.
And what was it, Marty?
Manny?
Mop will hold up a flower for Manny.
And Manny will reach over their giant, like, hand and hold it very tenderly between their index and thumb. And then just place it on top. Like, they don't, like, stick it anywhere.
Yeah.
They just place
It's
it
on
on
top.
top of their head.
The wind just goes whoosh.
Yeah, it could.
No.
Okay. I also have one more thing to do before I go to bed.
Okay.
Only once everybody else is done. Okay.
Okay.
How about you three?
Are you guys gonna
It's a horsey, alright.
Horsey.
hunt?
It's sleeping right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Is
where you
it laying down or is
Yeah.
it stood up?
It's laying down.
Okay. Aww.
With the wagon attached?
No, certainly not.
Is the wagon just vertical down on the ground?
The wagon is unattached behind it.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't change them, unfortunately. They are a still image.
Okay, so did you hear what was going on there, Amaya?
No, I was too enamored with the more important things, and she pets the top of the horse.
Cass just grins. They fully understand.
Crackletooth's a little wary of the horse. That's a big mammal. That's a big mammal.
Yeah.
Is it like visibly like? Like,
She's
can we just
kinda,
tell
like,
looking over?
She's just kind of like standing back, you know.
Are you alright, Crackletooth?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just processing that Kovak gave away 50 gold for information without.
Kovak did what?
We had a lead.
My money, fuck you guys.
It's
Okay,
the
look, guys.
principle of the thing.
Right, look.
Principal D's, I'm not in school anymore, alright?
Let Crackletooth have this one principle, this one thing to hold on to. Wow, you and mommy dead. Stop it!
Ow.
We're heading to. Well, we heard from the guy that Nelra is essentially heading towards. What was the name of them? I know that it was Newport. What was the other
Garrett.
one? It was.
Erit.
Eric.
Giri.
Can you post the map and plotting?
Yeah, let me.
Thanks.
Fuck me, man. I'm trying to like pronounce it, but I can't. Okay, Cass is gonna say that thing. And he says that place is closer than Newport. He was saying that he wanted to get a boat and head further up north, I believe.
So was the plan to go there and then Newport?
I believe so. At least go there first, given it's closer, and just to see if he actually did go there.
Mm-hmm.
But he only left a day ago, so.
And why are we not going now?
The caravan, they need to check us over before they let us
Yeah.
through.
Right. I forgot about that. Alright. I'm going to try and get some shut-eye then, until that moment comes.
Okay.
Should I? You say?
Crackletooth?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm just clarifying. that I heard you correctly, Amaya. You know I would never make fun of you, Amaya. She says with a shit-eating grin on her face.
Amaya gives Craggletooth the blue-eyed stare.
Oh,
Oh, Maya opens her
blue.
fucking eyes? Does she? No, she doesn't, does she? Did she open
Yeah.
her eyes?
It'd be for the funny.
Craggletooth's jaw drops open. Your eyes are blue?
They're actually not. They're more purple, if anything.
Sorry, I said the wrong thing. You have eyes?
I'm going to bed.
Hmm.
I think this is the place. I think
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah.
Right?
I honestly didn't think that he had eyes. Ew.
She does have eyes, Cass, like, recalls the night that Amaya had woken up from the nightmare/vision.
Mhm.
Because they remember that her eyes were open during then.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, she has eyes.
Well,
Mhm.
productive day. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's, yeah, I think they'll head in. Like, they're not gonna sleep, but they'll probably be, like, in the same room to just keep an eye on everyone.
Yeah.
Beneath August.
All of you will kind of usher
Maybe
yourselves
I'll go.
off. Mop, you said you wanted to do something?
I will cast sending.
On?
Uh-oh.
I will cast sending to my good friend No.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
I love
Is this gonna be a bit at, like, the end of, like, every, like, session?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Mop
yeah,
sends a
okay.
message.
What do you send to know?
Hi, No. It's me, Mop. Saw someone that
Oh, I'm gonna do something
Reminded
terribly
me
tragic. You
of
go
you.
to cast the spell, it doesn't work.
what?
Is he dead?
Making
He
her
fucking
Oh.
better. He fucking better be dead.
Mop tries again and tries again and tries again.
No!
Make an
Oh.
Arcana
It
check,
doesn't work.
little mop.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Make an Arcana check, little mop.
Okay.
Make it.
11. I think that's okay. You have a very basic understanding of how, the sending spell works. You try it a few extra times because one of the parameters around the sending spell is that it does not work if they are in a different plane of existence, but it only has a 5% chance of not working. So by doing it multiple times, you must be incredibly unlucky, or he has something preventing divination spells, which sending is listed as evocation, but in Olvunter, Zach and I have decided it's divination, because why wouldn't it be? And additionally, the only other way that the spell wouldn't work is if the person you're trying to send it to is dead.
Oh, no.
No, fuck this guy. No, he deserves it.
Oh.
You don't know.
He sold-
None of you know who No is.
No, I know. Me, Sam knows. Fuck that guy.
Is he bad? I thought it was, like,
Yeah,
just a guy
he's
that
a-
Mop bothers.
He sold Mop out.
Yeah, No is a changeling assassin that
Oh, okay,
was on a job from the Televines to find Mop and bring her back.
Yep.
That guy.
Okay, then never mind.
Oh.
Fuck that guy.
Oh. Can't spell no with
and
that no, and that
I will
is
tell
for
you.
Mop.
I will tell you out of character that by Black and Blood, the players were attacked by a group of changelings, and only one of those changelings survived because the rest of their heads got blown off by Asmundus.
Ooh.
And no was one of them, but the...
No was probably one of them.
Okay.
Mop, you dumb son of a bitch.
That's insane.
Mop will cry
Oh.
very quietly.
Can I roll insight or perception to see if Cass can pick it up because they're awake right now?
That's. I'll leave that up to you, Mop. If you want to keep it stealthy, you can. Otherwise, you'll just notice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for stealth anyway.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give myself a disadvantage.
I love self-imposed disadvantages.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Cassian, roll perception.
Okay.
You hear like something small, and like you hear Mop in the corner, and you're like, I wonder what that. And then you just hear like, oh, like the loudest like wail ever.
Oh man. Yeah, they're gonna like immediately just like go over, but like quietly. Loud enough for Mop to know that they're heading over, and they're gonna just be like, you okay, bud? What's wrong?
Everything's fine.
Are you sure? You're crying.
No.
Buddy. Is Mop like sitting on the bed or something?
Mop is kind of curled up in the corner of the bed.
You're gonna like sit like on the edge of the bed. Do you want to talk about it?
I tried sending a message to somebody, but they didn't get it.
Oh. Maybe they're... maybe they're not in a place to hear it?
I tried it a couple of times. If
See,
it,
Cassa's... I'm so sorry.
sometimes it doesn't work. But sometimes... I don't know.
Does it mean something bad?
I think... Probably.
We're gonna nod a little bit. They say they have no idea how the sending stones or stuff like that works. You need anything, bud?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. I'll just be over here if you...
Roll
need anything, okay?
insight.
Insight. I can do it. Where is it?
Oh yeah, she lied.
Fair enough. Do you want to talk about stuff, like, to try and take your mind off it?
I'm not sure. I mean, he sold me out, sure, but I spent a long time getting to know him.
Oh, it was someone that you knew, and then they sold you out.
I wish I could have hated him. I really wish I could have.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
I'm sorry.
Hey. And they're gonna just like, they're gonna like reach over. Like, is Moppet like in a spot where they can like see Cass like reach for her?
Yeah.
They're gonna like reach over, hesitate for a wee minute before they like put their hand like lightly on her shoulder. Don't have to apologize for a thing, okay?
Mop will just go in for a hug.
Oh, Cass hugs. Cass hugs. They're cold to the touch, but not that badly cold.
And Mop will just cry.
Cass doesn't let her go. They just let her cry.
Alright. While that's happening, Amaya,
Okay.
you
Roll,
are...
fucker.
You're drifting off to sleep. And you sort of you mentally feel something as you sort of breach, consciousness and unconsciousness. You feel something within you almost like knocking on a door. And you feel something desperately wanting to be useful. A tool wishing to be used. And it is very strong. Does Amaya try and resist this feeling or push into it, or neither? Okay.
I'm so sorry, can you
That's okay.
what was-
I can say it again. You begin to drift off to sleep, and before you fully drop into consciousness, you feel another vision coming on. They're so much more frequent now than they used to be. Used to be once every maybe couple weeks, sometimes months. But so far, every night, your dreams have been vivid and real, and you feel another one coming on, but this time you're conscious and aware that it's happening, and you feel it desperately wants to happen. Does Amaya try to resist it, try and stop it from happening, or let it happen, or neither?
Can she recognize what this is before she lets it happen, or
You recognize it's a vision.
that's it?
Yeah.
Fuck it, we ball. Yeah.
Yeah!
She's just gonna let it happen?
She'll be a bit resistant at first, but then she'll probably be like, this is probably important, or something, if it just is constantly persistent.
Okay. It is persistent, trying desperately hard. I would ask you to remove this, but you don't have to because you're going to bed, so you'll wake up with it in the morning. But this is your use of divination for the day.
Oh. Okay, yeah, sure.
And so you begin to open up and you see yourself almost in a physical, also ethereal space. Almost like a mirror in front of you. You put your hand to it to look through. And normally I describe to you what your vision is, but I need to know what you want to see. You can look at divination. You're a lunar cleric, meaning divination is especially good for you. Ask me any question. You get one regarding a specific goal, event, or activity that will occur within 7 days. I have to respond truthfully.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. What is Nelra doing currently?
Okay.
Is there any plots or plans or schemes that he is currently going to be, or will be, formulating?
Okay. Normally, divination and the way that you've heard about it when described to you by your peers, possibly even Josiah, is through very cryptic means, very hard to understand visions or phrases, but before you, it's like you're watching a movie. You see it perfectly, what's exactly going to happen. You peer into the future, you ask, what is he doing right now? What is he planning on doing? And you see Nelra. This time, much more clearly, you can see what he looks like. You see him walking down a path as the sun is just about rising. A fishing village behind him, and as he sort of gets out of sight, he tucks into the woods. You see as he notices some people talking by the bridge and inquires something about them. looking down the path and seeing your caravan. And once he sees the caravan, he turns right and runs off into the woods. And as he runs off, as the vision is just about to end, you see him pull out rope and what are they called? And caltrops and various other materials one would use for traps.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And when the vision ends, you are jutted out of it. You are thrust awake, sitting up in your bed. And you can see Cassian and Mop. Not too far away from you.
I think Amaya, these two can probably already hear it. Amaya just immediately jolting upright, really alarmingly quick. And her eyes are just like wide open. She looks a little like not confused, but at the same time she looks like very surprised that shit, this was extremely vivid.
Mm-hmm.
So she looks a little alarmed at how easy it was.
I think Cass is gonna just notice and Maya's jolted awake, and they're gonna pat Mop on the back a little bit, tell her that they'll be right back if she needs them, and they're gonna quietly head over to Amaya's to not wake up anyone else, and they're gonna just keep their voice down. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm alright. There's...
It happened again.
Didn't just happen again. This was the most vivid that I've ever experienced. These visions at night. That was plotting something. And he knows that we are after him. And he doesn't want us to find out what he is doing. That is certain. Where we are going, that is is it a fishing village? Somewhere close to the coast?
Yes. A little wait, but yes.
I actually did die. Holy shit.
No
My
way.
Wi-Fi.
I would say you do have a map, so you can see. Yes, it is. It is by the coast. I think C is dying still.
Yeah, C's dying. F. The moment we get there, if we go in with the caravan, he is going to instantly recognize us, and he's going to try to make his escape quietly. Perhaps we might need to go in by surprise? You good?
To clarify,
I'm so sorry.
You're okay. To clarify, in your vision, he had already left Garrett at that point.
Did he? Okay.
He was looking. I forgot. I apologize. I didn't give this detail as well as I should have. Where he was on the bridge outside of Fort Asmund, and he saw the caravan down the road where it currently is right now in real time. And then he turned north into the forest towards Leadentown.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is what's currently going on in real time?
Yep, you asked what he was doing right now?
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my L. Okay. Oh, fuck, okay, yeah, no, yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Okay.
But Amaya was 100% correct in assuming that Nelra knows that you're after him.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a few options. Can I just alter what I've said?
Absolutely.
With Claire. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. If we go to Garrett, people will know of him, and then we'll just constantly be playing cat and mouse. I don't... It'll be difficult to know if he is exactly there, though.
We could always go hunting.
Is Crackletooth awake?
No, that's Bubble from the realm above.
I was gonna say that's a very Craggle thing to say.
Listen, I'm in the Crackletooth mindset. It's almost like I play her or something.
Damn, that'd be crazy.
Crazy.
That was crazy once.
No.
Room.
Don't you start.
It's
A
over.
rubber room.
No.
Rubber room with rats.
No.
The rats make me crazy.
Kovac is still asleep.
That was Crackletooth.
Brother is out like a fucking liar. You know?
Oh fuck, that's funny.
Kovac sleeps and his snores is like a motor engine.
Kovac is an epe. Magnipe Angus.
Okay, so we have a few options then, I'm guessing.
Yes, we'll have to talk to the party, and then we will have to get out as soon as we can.
What do you think the best course of action is?
Well, if we want to constantly play cat and mouse, then we would have to go to Girid. But if we want to try to find him sooner, then we'll have to go from the bridge. The caravan will have to go left.
Okay, well that's a good start, at least.
It is interesting, though, you know, something I'm going to point out of character is that he was doubling back towards Asmund. I'm very curious as to why. That's what I'm assuming, right? Is that the vision would have seen that he was headed towards the bridge that would have headed back over to Fort Asmund, and then he would have spotted the caravan, and while still on the Leadentown side of the bridge, he would have then decided, no, fuck that, I'm headed north, right? I think that that's very curious, and so I'm very, very eager to see where this goes.
Really trying to throw us off, maybe?
Potentially, but then again, he doubled back before he even knew that we were there. So something, you know, we were going to head to the Talons otherwise, so there might be something going on.
Of course, there's something going on.
Well, something extra, you know.
Okay.
Love you, Bubble Smile.
Do you?
Yeah, and I make a love heart with my hands.
Okay.
I mean it in silly, I promise.
You mean it in silly? Okay.
I'm in silly. Okay, shit. So.
One thing we'll have to be worried about, I think. He's definitely going to devise some sort of plan to stop us.
Naturally.
Be it traps or something else. I wouldn't even be surprised if he tries to coerce more people to help him.
Yeah.
Hold on, quick question. DM, was Nelra alone?
Yeah.
Or could Maya not see that? Okay.
There was nobody around him when he was walking.
What the fuck happened to the guy from session 1?
Oh.
Dead as hell. What
Find
shoes he
out.
got on?
So, traps, that's something to keep
Traps?
an eye out for.
Or people. We don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, Well, we'll find out one way or another.
That's for certain.
Do you, need anything?
No, I'm quite alright.
Okay, good.
I'm guessing, is Mop in the doorway?
Mop's in their bed, like, nearby, I believe.
Oh, okay. Can Amaya see that they're not doing so grand?
Yeah, Mop's just kind of curled up. Just kind of with her knees up to her chest.
Is Mop alright?
They're gonna, like, lower their voice a wee bit more, just so Mop can't hear. Mop tried to... What is it? Cast sending, I think it is. They tried to send for this person that betrayed them and turned them in, but they were quite attached to them, I believe. They tried a few times and he didn't answer. They're just a bit upset over it.
Seems like karma has taken a full circle on them.
Yeah. But don't worry about it. I'll keep an eye on them, and you try and get some sleep, okay?
Do you don't sleep?
Sometimes, but I can go for a few more nights. I can, keep an eye on things, make sure that everyone's okay.
Right. Alright. Then I'm going to head back to bed. We'll talk to the rest of them in the morning.
Yeah, of course. If you need anything, just give me a shout, okay?
And then
Give
Amaya's
my-
gonna...
Go on, go. You go.
Amaya's gonna flop back down on the bed and go back to sleep. Honk shoe.
Honk
Ipe,
You give Amaya
Ipe.
like a little smile, and then they immediately head back to Mop, and they just like check in on Mop to see if she needs anything else or if she wants another hug or whatnot.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
And Mop just curls in her bed in a fetal position and just goes to bed.
Then Cass is gonna just like take like one of the beds, but they're gonna just sit on it, and then they're gonna remember that they don't have their sketchbook, so they're just gonna sit there and sort of like zone out for like, I don't know, a few hours maybe, but they can immediately zone back in if they want to, if they catch anything out of the ordinary.
And you all will drift off to sleep. And morning will eventually come. I would give you guys a long rest, but I literally have no reason to. You guys are full.
Yeah. Would I be able to replenish divination?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not giving you the long rest in fantasy grounds. You guys are taking a long rest. And you will wake up in the morning. For simplicity's sake, so we don't repeat ourselves too much, does Amaya relay all of that to the group?
Yes.
All right. If you guys would like, you can have a short conversation about that really quick, given that does determine where you all are going to be going next.
Right. You're okay. 100%.
Yes.
North. Okay. I will go and talk to the commander. I'll try to convince him to let us go just as soon as possible. I'm sure they would have gotten word by now, but we can just go. I'm going to go and find him.
Well, yeah, you can
Because
at least like check to see if we're cleared, before you try
probably-
convincing him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'll go do that right now. You guys figure out the rest. I'll come back and go. It's gonna leave the scene for all intents and purposes while you guys talk.
Got you. And we'll get back to that in a little bit.
So he's pretty close by. We could theoretically camp him today, or if you think he's too far ahead. That it'll be half day, day and a half?
It all depends on when we can leave. As I saw it, he, at the very least, knew that we were here. He was on the way back to Fort Aspen and was on the other side of the bridge.
That was in current time, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A few hours have passed at least, and I do not know how many more will.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Raggletooth, I know that you're good with keeping an eye out for this sort of thing, but there's a chance that he has also set traps. Potentially.
I can look around.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some rope and materials.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be something else, but that is my first assumption.
Mm-hmm. Especially for someone that has noticed that we're after him, and clearly he's taken a lot of precaution to make sure that we don't know where he went. Or at least he doesn't want us following him.
To be fair, I don't think any of us would want someone following us either. So,
From experience, it's not that fun.
take your word on that.
So. Just essentially see when we get out, and then do we head to the spot where he was at? Or do we know where he's going so we can, like, try and cut him off?
Going simply just... From how I saw it, he went right. It'd be our left.
Okay.
The only place we could cut him off is that if he decides to go into the forests beyond.
If worse comes to worse, I could run through the forest and, see if I can find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. And then while you do that, Kovak, you run up to the commander. He is like literally walking out of his house at like the beginning of the day.
Let's run more of a quick, like a quick sort of a shuffle. I guess he doesn't want to seem frantic.
Mm-hmm. And he will see you walk up, and he'll say, "What was it, Kovak?"
Yes, that is my name.
You seem, yeah. Do you have something you want to say to me? You seem a bit. Emotions.
Sorry. I had a bit of a epiphany with my other compatriots. We'd like to know if we're able to go, or if you're still in the process of checking things. Of course, we can wait, but we currently sort of, if possible, we'd like to go as soon as possible. But of course, I understand if you need a little bit more time. We're just a little bit eager because this person we're looking for is a bit slippery, to say the very least.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Kovak. Come on, Kovak. Come on, Kovak.
You got this.
Come on.
Okay.
17? 16, sorry. Let
Not bad.
me... Let me roll insight.
Uh-oh.
11. He kind of clicks his tongue a little bit. He says, well, the fact that you are so eager is a bit off-putting, in all honesty, but you have a caravan. Your friend at your caravan gave us all the proper information. We would need to process it, which we are still currently doing, but you didn't kill everyone in my fort in their sleep, so I don't think you're here to do much harm. And if you do, I can promise you, we have quite the people who will put a stop to it.
Absolutely. I no harm intended of anyone here. It's just this this person we are looking for. I apologize for coming off so eager. It's just we might have a really good opportunity. I just don't. I as much as possible, I would like to not let it slip through my fingers.
I understand. Well, you are allowed to leave. We will process your work, but I trust you. You can get going as soon as you are able.
Thank you very much, Commander. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And he's gonna just. He's gonna just zoom back in and head right back over to the collection of them to say, "We are good to go. We can go. They're still processing things, but the commander did say that he'd be happy with us just heading off because it'll probably take a little bit. They're using like runners or whatever, but he said we can go. That's the important part. We should probably haul ass then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you've got everything. I'm not sure if anyone pickpocketed me in my sleep. I'll be very sad if they did. And he sort of like pats his everything to me. It's like what you do when you check to make sure you have your phone, wallet, and keys.
Nobody did. Nobody did. Like Cass just like says that.
Oh, did you sleep?
They shake their head.
Motherfucker. Okay, we'll talk about that later. And he's gonna say, okay, but thank you. Let's get going. And he's gonna very much like, dad at 4 a.m. When your flight is at 7 p.m. He's gonna, and on the way out, he's going to. I'm assuming Garish is still there on the steps.
Yeah.
And as he's leading the rest of them out towards the caravan, he's gonna wave and say, "Thank you again."
And he'll just kind of wave back. He doesn't say anything, but he just gives like a that's like unheard by all of you because you're so far away. But he kind of like nods his head in the way that one does when they say
Look, he can feel as off-put by that eagerness as much as he'd like to. I don't care, bitch. We got a lead. Let's get it.
Mr. Commander Garish is just not a person for talking.
I love him so much. I love Commander Garish. I love the Garishes.
And so you all will make your way out. The guards will usher you outside as you pile near the caravan. Oh, what's up?
Before I leave, I pet the haunts.
You pet the haunts.
So real quick, see, what did you say?
Oh, like, are the Garishes like a recurring, like...
No. Not really, but John's Black and Blood character is a Garish.
Okay, that makes sense.
I adore Boone to death, so...
His name is
Boone. His name's Boone. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let me go to you.
You guys will usher your way back into the caravan. You will see the scribe in his human form talking to one of the soldiers, holding some paperwork. And he will see you come up and he says, "Oh, are we? Why are we in such a rush? Are we going? What's happening?
Come on.
Wait.
The commander said that we are good to go. Still processing things, he is, but he said that he trusts us to let us go through, that we're not smugglers or what have you. And he kind of just glances to the guard, and then glances to the scribe, and he's like, "We've got very good lead. We should probably, chop, 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 chop. But not literally,
We should get there before,
The guard kind of raises an eyebrow, but is like, shrugs, hands the papers back.
I don't want him to get away again, man. Please.
The guard will walk back inside.
Thank you.
And the scribe will sort of usher everyone else back on. We'll get the horses ready, and all of you will begin to head inwards towards Sudal proper. And that is where we will end today's session.
Yeah,
let's go!
Let's
go! That was a good session. Holy shit!
Yeah.
That was really nice.
So,
Oh.
shit, that's what I was going to tell you. Ah, Christ, the bard was going to
Yeah.
tell you something and he didn't.
Uh-oh.
No, do it real
Yeah,
quick,
one.
please.
Okay, I apologize. As you
Please.
guys are making your way down the road, you hear just someone like screaming, like trying to get your attention. And the caravan will stop, and as you reach the back, you will see the bard like heaving, like just like breathing super heavily. As you guys go to like the back of the caravan.
Kobok looks unimpressed, kind of mad.
and
What's up, bud?
and he'll say, "Oh goodness. Okay, I'm so sorry. I thought about it over last night. You did give me quite a lot. And I felt you deserved a little bit more. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm fine. Nelra was very eager to leave when he was talking to me. I don't know where he's heading, but given the desperation for what he was going for, I felt it would be imperative for you to know he plans to be out of Sudal within a week.
And do we have to roll an insight? No, or is he so tired that he's just probably telling the
I'm
truth?
not going to make you roll an insight. You already clocked this guy earlier. He's telling the truth.
All right. Well, thank you very much for what it's worth. And
You good, mate?
I just ran very far. Very fast.
Thank you, mate. It was really appreciated.
use
bring
any of that 50 gold I gave you to buy you a beer. It'll help you rejuvenate immediately.
I'll
Oh, yeah,
bring him. I'll bring him a. If he's at the back porch, I'll bring him a glass of water, like a marathon runner.
Oh, thank you so much. He'll drink the water. He still has the flower in his hair, by the way.
Oh,
Aww. Okay, that's kind of cute. Right. Now we gotta get going. Let's get going.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Yeah, and like as you guys start, like as he kind of catches his breath, he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I could," and then like it just starts going, and he's like, "I could ask for." Okay, no, that all right.
Goodbye.
he still has the cup.
And you all will now begin to make your way through Northern Sudal. And that is where we will end the session for real this time.
Sessioners, and that's me.
That was a very good session, Chad.
Of course. We didn't get many people, but that is okay, because the reason we didn't get many people is because Zach is currently doing a one-shot for the Black family reunion.
Oh
Rate him.
hell yeah!
Nice.
Rate him.
That is what we are going to be doing. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to not make it. It's not going to last too long. I'm just saying to you, fuck it, you're going!
Make sure that the stream ends, or you hate me and you want me dead.
Yeah, I hate you and I want you dead.
No.